In the mid-1800s, there were two types of people who believed in pro-slavery and people who were pro-factory. Those who claimed that slave workers had it worse than factory workers said that it was easier because they didn't have to fend for themselves. It is true that slaves didn't have to buy their own food or pay their own rent, but they also weren't their own people. While factory workers worked long, tiring hours and had to go home and live in squalor, they don't have to do that. They don't have to do anything because they're in control of their own lives, while slaves are treated like dogs. And in large plantations, they're just treated like property. George Bute, a Southern writer who supports slavery, writes about the great conditions of a plantation he visited. However, Frederick Law Osterlid, a Northern journalist who spent 5 years traveling throughout the South investigating slavery, said that smaller plantations had better treated, although the treatment of slaves depends on how their owners feel and who their owners are. Harriet Jacobs, an escaped slave, talks about her conditions and how she suffered drastically under them. She talked about how she was abused and some people were even hung up by their feet and